There are a lot of conversation happening every single day. So I've kind of put together a few conversations with my wife, and then I try to turn those into English. So I'm gonna read that. So if you find any error or grammar mistakes, or if you can make any recommendations for other ways to say, just tell me. I appreciate it.
Sounds great.
Okay. The first dialogue with my wife. Did you sleep well? My wife said all the time. And it just happened this morning. So I answered, not at all. I tossed and turned so much that I feel as if I didn't sleep at all. How does it sound?
It's literally perfect. It's
Really?
Really, really good. Exactly right.
Oh, thank you for your praise.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Very natural.
Really?
Very typical.
do you
toss and
also use a lot toss and turn
Exactly right. Yeah, I
in daily
couldn't
conversation?
couldn't stop tossing and turning last night or all night, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Toss and turn. Toss and turn. Okay, the next dialogue, which happened just after the first dialogue, is what did you eat before heading out the door? On the phone, by the way, because my wife, normally goes to work much older than me. And I gave an answer like, I blended a banana with milk and drank it. And I would have had trouble if you had not ordered milk last night.
Okay. So I blended. One more time.
I blended a banana
Yep.
with milk.
With milk.
So I meant to say I put banana in the blender and then pour milk there
Yep.
and then make it work for 30 seconds
Yep.
and then drank it.
Sure.
That's what I wanted to say. So I blended a banana with milk and drank it. And I also said I would have had trouble if you had not ordered milk last night because the fresh milk just was waiting on the doorstep. Then I took it and then poured it in the blender. That's what I meant to say.
If you had not have ordered milk last night. Sure. So everything you said was correct.
Ooh, yeah, very good.
The only thing I would say though is blending banana with milk is very specific, and so it'd be much more like natural to be like I had a banana smoothie.
Had a banana smoothie.
Banana smoothie.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I might as well write it down.
But you're absolutely right.
I had a banana smoothie.
Smoothie, yeah.
Is there any other words for indicating blender? Because we typically call it mixer.
A mixer, right? To mix.
Does mixer work too?
Yeah, mixer works. It's probably more American word.
Really?
Than, like a British person probably wouldn't say, "Where's the mixer?" They would say, "Where's the blender?"
Blender.
Yeah. So
okay.
a British person would say blender. More likely.
Do you mind if I share this conversation with my wife? This would be so fun.
Of course not.
Actually, my wife recently took a speaking test, and before taking the test, she didn't have any interest in learning English. But now she's planning to work abroad, and in order to do that, she needs to have a high score of English speaking test. And after taking the test, since she took the test, that test kind of has inspired her to learn English quite more often. So probably she would find this contest very, very enjoyable and pleasant.
That's great.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say
I
another
feel like I
thing.
need to pay you double.
She'll this is very informal, colloquial, but after your story, I would say she'll get a kick out of our conversation.
Wow,
Have you ever heard this?
quite unfamiliar. No.
To get a kick out of something is
Take pleasure in.
yeah, she will enjoy it, right? And you said I think she would enjoy our conversation. I think and
Get
so,
a kick out of. Very hard to say. Get a kick out of. She'll get a kick out of our conversation. She will take a pleasure in this conversation.
Yeah.
The last dialogue. So this dialogue happened during the lunchtime. So my wife said on the phone, of course, heat up the leftover soup from yesterday for lunch. And then I replied to her, I'm a bit tired of the soup, so I will have other. How does that sound?
So what she said first, everything was perfect, and you're almost there. Just the last bit at the end. So you said, I'm a bit tired of that. Can you finish the sentence?
And so I will have other.
So I'll have, we can't say other. It doesn't work here. That's the only change I'm going to make, and much more natural to say. So I'll have something else. Yeah.
And while I was writing this one, I instantly felt that something was wrong. And that's it.
That's it. Everything else, grammar, the tone, the way you sort of said it, everything was right. It's just this one. We wouldn't say.
How about I replace other with another there? I'll have another.
Another would be one in addition to something else. So you have one cup of coffee. It's so good. I'll have another, meaning second cup.
You know, back in middle and high school, when I learned these grammar stuff for the first time, I thought to myself, why do English-speaking people make everything sound so complicated?
Right. Sure. But it works both ways. For Korean learners, we feel the same way. Why, for beginners, why are there two number systems, for telling the time? Why is it 1시 10분 and not like, 1시 10분 like this? These little things that they feel like it's a strange way to do it, because in English we don't have two number systems.
I haven't really realized that. Just
there are many things about Korean that are bizarre too.
Okay.
And why is it 이가, 은는, all these different things?